So welcome to this little quick scenario. I want to show you how to do a while loop. So remember that when we're programming, the first thing we need to do is to initialize the variables. So in this case, I'm going to use int sum equals 0. Remember to use our semicolon at the end. Then I'm going to also use int number is equal to 1. Be sure again to use that semicolon at the end. And then I'm going to do the processing part. Remember, we do input, process, and output. So our variables there are what our input is going to be to run our program. And now I'm going to use a while loop. So I'm going to say while number is less than 11, and always remember to hit your enter key and start a whole new curly brace, because your code that's inside your curly brace or inside your while loop needs to be surrounded by your curly braces. So curly braces, notice how it creates both of them automatically there. And we're going to say sum is equal to sum plus number. Now we have to remember this little line where we say number plus plus is what we're doing here. Saying number plus plus is the exact same thing as saying number equals numbers plus 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, we're going to check this while statement. Number is less than 0. Currently number is at 1. So it's true. So sum equals sum plus number. So 0 plus 1 is going to make it 1, and then also we're going to add number plus plus, and so we're adding another one to it. We still have to have that number plus plus even if we didn't have the sum equals sum plus number, because we're kind of using this as a count loop, and we want to make sure that when the number, as long as the number is less than 11, then it's going to run. If it is equal to 11 or above, it's no longer going to run. Now that we've done that, we have our input, there's our processing. Now we want to do our output. And so we need a console.writeLine. Make sure you spell it properly, as I continue to not spell it properly. That's going to be a problem because it will not run if so. So what I'm doing here is I'm using the console.writeLine to print. This is what the user will see is between these quotes right here. So sum of values 1 through 10 is. I'm going to put a space right there because I don't want this variable number to butt up right against the is whenever I print it out. And don't forget, you've got to do a console.readKey, especially if you are doing this in the console application like I am, because if you don't do it, it's going to just pop up and then it's not going to run, and you're going to be like, where did it go? And make sure, once again, that you spell them correctly or they will not run. You see this is not spelled correctly. So I'm going to run it just so you can see. Right down here, it's already got the error up. The name console or console does not exist in the current context. So when you're using any kind of keyword or anything like that, it has to be spelled correctly, including capitals. Otherwise, it's not going to be recognized, and that's the error that you're going to see. When you correct that, that error goes away. And now I'm going to run it. And this screen comes up, and it tells me the sum of values 1 through 10 is 55. There's no user interaction in this program. It's just simply adding the numbers and then printing out the sum. So there you have it. That's how the while loop works.